Rockin' cha-cha-cha to this Mardi Gras. I'm the dopest female that you've heard thus far.
I had a voice of my own. I was talking a different slang.
Everything that she's talked about was things that people can relate to.
Legendary rapper MC Lyte knew how to co-rock a party from day one. And though she was a petite Brooklyn B-girl, cats knew she wasn't playing.
We applauded her as men in hip-hop.
And there's nothing that could replace women when they spit in rhymes in hip-hop.
She's always had that consistent message of empowering women.
She's growing slowly. She's growing leaps and bounds.
On her fourth album, MC Lyte crafted an ode to the ultimate bad boy. Roughneck became Lyte's first top 40 single and an anthem for women everywhere. In addition to Roughneck's chart success, Lyte received a Grammy Award nomination for Best Rap Solo Performance, becoming the first female MC ever to be nominated.
That was my first Grammy nomination, and it took place in New York City at Radio City Music Hall.
MC Lyte was one of the first solo female MCs that came out on our own merit, and actually in the golden era, because before you had people like Sparky D, you had the Roxanne era, Roxanne Shante, the Rio Roxanne. You had before that, you had Lisa Lee and Sha Rock, but she was the first in the golden era with her own recording deal.
In 1988, MC Lyte made history with her debut album, Lyte as a Rock, becoming the first female hip-hop artist to have a long-form album consisting of 5 or more songs. Besides being one of a few critically acclaimed female MCs, MC Lyte also stood out because of her voice, which was as powerful as it was distinct. MC Lyte has been the voice of several national commercial campaigns, and for the past 6 years has been the voice of the BET Awards.
Please welcome the most valuable players from the game, Megan Good, Pooch Hall, and Hosea Chanchez.
She's also become one of the premier event DJs, traveling around the world keeping crowds moving. June of 2011, MC Lyte became the first African-American female president of the LA chapter of the Grammy organization, holding that position for 2 years. Having successfully served her term, MC Lyte is now a trustee in the chapter and is actively involved in the decision-making process for issues that impact the world of music. But MC Lyte has always been down with making change in the community.
I think my commitment to the community, to young girls, to young boys for that matter, because we've actually added an entire new initiative to the Hip Hop Sisters walk of what it is that we're going to do for the next few years, and that is to educate our men.
MC Lyte was a part of our first official video of Night of the Living Bassheads. And right there, spoke to her making a political statement that people kind of aligned with her, like, yeah, she's just not spitting anything. She's coming with something that's quite conscious. You know, being associated with us was is a good thing. And being associated with that video, trying to fight drugs at that time where there were so many excuses for drugs, was commendable.
MC Lyte is determined to make a positive change in the way young black boys and girls think about themselves.
I always wanted to leave them with a lasting impression of inspiration and what it is now that they can do to further their mission in getting closer to their goals and their dreams. With Hip Hop Sisters, the foundation, we're able to have people continue on with their education, which then gives them options. Without options, you kind of feel lost. You might as well just be sitting in the middle of 4 walls, which often happens to us when education is null and void, and there's nothing left for us to do but to survive, and to survive, we may do whatever we need to do. We had 2 $100,000 scholarships to give away each year for young students to continue and further their education.
I found out about the Hip Hop Sisters Foundation when I was applying to the University of Wisconsin. They emailed me like, we have this wonderful opportunity. The Hip Hop Sisters Foundation has a scholarship. So they flew out myself and Miana Short, and we thought that only one of us was going to get the scholarship. And when we were in the car, we were like, wouldn't it be so crazy if they gave it to both of us? And we found out that we both got it, and it was a really an amazing experience to just be able to see both of our parents being so proud.
It's just been a miraculous ride when it comes to being able to help someone else live out their dream.
In a salute to helping young black men, MC Lyte called on her brother Common as part of their Educate Our Men campaign, done in conjunction with BET.
I think it's more so about my agreement with God. And, I always wanted to be an inspiration to other people. And I think finally I'm being the light that I always said that I was. But now I'm able to touch people in a positive way and leave them with a lasting impression of inspiration and what it is now that they can do to further their mission in getting closer to their goals and their dreams.
After 10 albums and 5 #1 hits, MC Lyte is a mogul in the making. A true hip-hop legend, philanthropist, actress, and voiceover artist. But what will be the legacy of this petite B-girl from Brooklyn?
The legacy I'd like to leave behind is for the entire world to know that my mission doesn't stop with music, that it continues on. I want to be known as being much more of an integral part of people's lives outside of just music.
I am hip-hop, will always be hip-hop. God bless y'all. Thank you very much.
I am the Lyte. L-Y-T-E. I am the Lyte. L-Y-T-E.